Good morning, everyone.
Today we have gotten up with the sun. We got up at 5:30 a.m. We are fueled by our little canned coffees here, and it's time to start our pretty much 24-hour journey from Chiang Mai, where we are right now, back to Bangkok.
Okay, so with all the Christmas shopping we've done lately, our bags have grown exponentially. Mine has actually doubled. So now I've got 2 bags and a backpack to carry. So this is gonna be an interesting walk to the bus station.
My backpack, my other backpack, Graham's backpack, his other backpack, our new duffel bag.
Comfy! Okay, so if you're curious, our travel day is going to take us from here in Chiang Mai for the 3-hour bus ride to Chiang Mai, a long layover in Chiang Mai, and then an overnight sleeper train from Chiang Mai to Bangkok. So this is going to be a good one to start the timer for, so we're going to start it right now. We have made it to the bus station.
Okay, we are on the bus, so hopefully we just have a nice, easy 3-hour journey to Chiang Mai. I'm really hoping we stop like halfway through so we can pick up maybe a little bit of breakfast, but we will see.
Got our bags, made it to Chiang Mai.
So the bus station and the train station are relatively close to each other. I think it's like a 45-minute walk, but they're both outside of the old city. Originally, I was hoping that we would be close enough to the old city that we could go, hang out, get some good food there and everything, but I think Graham and I have just decided to kind of stay in this area. We have a couple hours to kill, so maybe we're gonna get some work done. And there is a McDonald's right around the corner, so I think that's where we're gonna kind of set up until we need to head to the train station.
I know what you're probably thinking, McDonald's? But there's free Wi-Fi there, so...
And it's pretty good Wi-Fi.
Yeah, hard to beat that. Well, that was a bit of a disappointment. The Wi-Fi here in McDonald's, not the best. So we're gonna head to the train station and see if there's Wi-Fi there.
It's just so funny, like of course we had to be like, we're going to McDonald's because there's usually reliable Wi-Fi for us, and that McDonald's literally would not load anything. It was so frustrating. So we just ate, now we've ordered a Grab, and we're just gonna hang out at the train station instead.
Made it to the train station. That was a very simple Grab. It was like maybe 5 minutes. So now we're just gonna find a spot to hang out until our train leaves.
So this train is a little bit different from the last one, I believe. We used 12 Go to also book this ticket, and originally the train that we had booked wasn't available, so then 12 Go, because it is a third party, messaged us and they said that they could rebook us on this train that we are now on, but there's a price difference, and I think we had to pay like $8 more. So I don't know if it's the same train that we took last time or if it's a little bit nicer. Maybe I'm hoping for the little bit nicer, but probably it's the same train. It's supposed to leave at like 6 p.m. I think right now it's currently 2:30 p.m. We've been on the hunt for a spot to sit for a little bit because there's a train that is now just boarding and leaving soon. So like all of the benches were full, so we went far down, but then the Wi-Fi didn't reach us, so then we came back and we sat on the floor, and then we finally got a bench. So this is where we're gonna be probably for the next 3.5 hours. we have a long time to kill here. But I think before we go, we need to get some more cash because we are pretty much out. We need to get snacks for this train, and also because it leaves at 6 p.m. and I think the last one left at like 8 p.m. We're gonna try and buy supper and then bring that supper onto the train, or maybe just have an early supper. We're not sure yet. We got a lot of time to figure that out, but those are the 3 things that we need to get done. But I think someone's gonna stay in this spot the whole time so that we don't lose it again, because this is way comfier than the floor.
I saw a sign that said departure 18 o'clock, which is when we were departing, and so I was like, well, maybe we should just go check. And so I walked over there, and the guy said points at the train that's currently sitting on the tarmac that people have been getting on. And so we said, why don't we just get on? So we're gonna go get on the train early and go hang out. Off to Bangkok we go. Okay, so we wanted to give you a quick tour of our seats while we are in seat mode. This seating area has a couple of different amenities, I guess you could say. It's got a nice little pocket holder. You could put some stuff. You put your phone or your headphones or whatever. It's got a table. It flips up very nicely. I think Robin and I will probably play some games, maybe some cards or some dominoes or something to help pass the time. What else we got? We also have very large seats. I am currently sitting here all by myself, and I have a good another foot of room beside me, so Robin could come sit here if she wants, so we could cuddle all the way to Bangkok. Another really nice feature that we didn't have last time is this. A huge window. The last time Robin and I were both on top bunks, and they don't have windows unfortunately, although it would be kind of cool. And we'll be able to enjoy the nice, beautiful views that we have on our road to Bangkok.
Also, another thing is that Graham and I are once again right by the door, and if you remember our train ride here last time, the door was constantly slamming against the wall right beside my head the entire trip back. But this one is automatic, and it's nice and it's silent, and it automatically shuts, so I don't have to rely on people shutting it when they exit or enter. So I think it's going to be a lot more quiet this ride. That's what I'm hoping. The train isn't on or moving, obviously, so I don't actually know, but just talking about door-wise, that's going to be more quiet. So I'm hoping I get more sleep. Okay, so before the train starts moving and it gets a little bit more difficult to do this, I thought I would give you guys a little bathroom tour. This one is a lot nicer, I can tell from the other one already. I can't see the railway tracks, so that is a bonus. It's like an actual toilet, a little bit of space, sink, everything, all the necessities, and it's clean, and it smells not terrible, so I count it as a win. What are your cards?
For anyone who's curious, this is what it's like to play games with Robin. I'm currently down 4-0 in our game of Beamer.
And who lost Mexican Train?
And I lost Mexican Train, so the day is off to a good start for games for Graham. This is not a new thing in our relationship.
You win. You win too.
I don't win. Ever.
You win too. I know you win because you rub it in my face.
Update. It's been about 15 minutes and Robin is now up 5-0. I'm yet to win a single round of a single game tonight, so.
Last round. Hey? Winner takes all.
Beaver. No way. You're kidding. You got a jack or what?
No, but
oh, you're kidding.
we died, which means you lose.
Literally had the best hand possible in this game, and she tied me, so that means I lose because I called it. So Robin is the winner take all for the games for tonight, and now I think I'm gonna put my headphones in and watch a movie and not speak to her for the rest of the train ride because this is ridiculous.
Leaving the station. have officially left the station, which means our next stop is Bangkok, which is really exciting, but also really sad, because this is our last time in northern Thailand. We also forgot that we had started a timer earlier today. We are currently 11 and a half hours into our travel day, and hopefully we arrive, I think, in like 13 hours. Like, I think we get there at like 7 a.m. So, yeah, I think it should be good. It's a little squeaky, a little wobbly, obviously, because it's a train, but way quieter than our last one. I forgot to say, and I don't think I realized when I was giving my little door update, but there was also a rotating fan in the middle of like the 4 seats on our last train that was also right by my bed. So I got like the whirring and the squeaking of like the turning fan and the slamming of the door. So this is already like way better. I am very happy. I'm pretty sure we didn't pay like a ton extra. I actually don't really know because 12 Go booked it for us and it was kind of like a confusing situation, but I think it was like $10-ish more, but that's like for both Graham and I would say, so like maybe like around $5 extra, and so far the $5 is worth it.
So much easier. All right, looks like this is home for the next few hours.
Okay, so I will say, initial thoughts, bottom berth is definitely the way to go. I literally had to open the curtain a little bit to get some light in here because it is way darker down here than it is in Graham's bed upstairs, which is really nice. And there is more space because you don't get that angled roof. So if you have a choice, lower berth is where it's at. Even with like the window open like this, it's still really dark. And I think that's because we go through like obviously a lot of like jungle and stuff, so there's not as many lights, but they do have curtains here that I can close, and I will close when I go to bed. But it's gonna be pretty cozy. We have a reading light, we have an outlet. I will say though, I know we've kind of been bashing on the other train that we took, but I will say that I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I think the mattresses on the other train were a little bit softer than this one. This one is really quite firm. They only have like a little bit of a mattress topper that they put over like the initial foam chairs. So a little bit hard, but really I can't complain. I have tons of space to work with, and I have the little table here too, which is really quite nice. So I think I'm gonna get everything set up. Maybe I'll watch a movie. Definitely need to throw on the blanket because they are pumping the AC in here. I wish I wore pants, not shorts. The curtain is going to stay closed to cut off that AC, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good night. We'll keep you updated, but I think for the most part we're gonna try and hope to get some sleep because we have a busy day when we get to Bangkok. We can't just rest when we get there, so sleep would be appreciated on this trip.
Okay, update from the top bunk. Definitely not as cozy and comfortable looking as Robin's got going on down there. It looks very nice. Definitely a little bit jealous. I think tonight I'll probably get a little bit of sleep. I think it might be similar to our last train, which is kind of unfortunate. It would have been nice to have a lower berth, but that's alright. I think Robin will get a pretty good sleep. So anyways, that's all from the top bunk. We'll see you when we get to Bangkok.
So it's about 10 p.m. We've just kind of been going through like trees and stuff for the past little bit, so nothing interesting to look at. But I think Graham and I have brushed our teeth now. I think it's time we finally get a little bit of sleep, at least hopefully some sleep on the trip. So I think my plan is to maybe put in my earplugs, and I brought my buff again because they never seem to turn off the lights on these trains. Like on overnight buses, they always turn off the lights. Overnight planes, they turn off the lights. But overnight trains, the lights stay on the whole time. I think On our last train, when we were expected to arrive at like 8 or 9, I think they woke us up at 6 and we're supposed to arrive at 7. So I don't know if they're gonna wake us up super early or if they're gonna wake us up around 6 again. So we'll see you guys in the morning.
Good morning, everybody. Rob, it's currently 5:45 in the morning. Rob and I are both awake. We're just hanging out on her lower berth here. Honestly, I had a decent little sleep. I probably slept for like 4 or 5 hours. Talking to Robin does not sound like she slept very much, if at all. I'm also gonna pull up our timer to see how long we've been going for here. Oh no! Okay, I'm not gonna pull up our timer.
You canceled it?
Apparently in my sleep last night, I turned off our timer. So, that sucks, because we would have been close to 24 hours. Brutal. Anyways, I guess we won't be timing anymore. But I think we've got about an hour or so left here on this train ride, and then we'll be in Bangkok.
I think my problem is that I'm just a worrier. Especially on like travel days, I get a little bit more anxious. I just want everything to go smoothly. So I feel like I didn't let myself fall asleep too much because this train ride was way better than the last one. I wasn't like sitting there getting shaked and everything like that. Like it was really nice. Yeah, the brakes were loud, but like that really it didn't matter too much. I had my earplugs in and then I had my buff over my eyes and my ears, so it was pretty quiet actually and pretty dark, which was awesome. But I have now lost half my bed because Graham wanted to look out the window, so I guess my laying down is now over and we're sharing a bed.
So I went to hang out with you. We have made it to Bangkok.
So the train dropped us off at the downtown train station, which is really quite nice because it's a little bit closer than the Don Mueang one. But we're still, I think, about an hour or just over an hour away from where we're staying. We're actually staying closer to Chinatown, and I think we're on the opposite side of the old city right now. So I think the goal is, before coffee, this was our debate, if we wanted coffee first or if we wanted to just get to our place. I think we've decided we want to get to our place, drop off our bags, and then go get breakfast and coffee.
Which, to be honest, I think is probably a riskier option. Just based on the fact that it's already 7:30, we've been up pretty much all night and haven't had a single sip of coffee. So.
Yeah, well, if we happen to pass a coffee shop on the way to the bus station, maybe we'll just stop and get one.
Okay, so after much deliberation, we have decided to go get on the Blue Line Metro into the downtown area of where our place is. It just seemed like the easiest option, rather than trying to figure out the bus system right now.
It's way too early in the morning and we are not caffeine enough to try and figure out the bus system. Because sometimes it's a little confusing. Because Google Maps isn't super helpful, so this is just easier and well signed.
It's packed. It's very full. Alright, we've made it further into Bangkok, but now it is time to take a quick break with all of our bags on and then make the walk to our place. Okay, so it is currently 11:50. We have been in this lobby for just over 2 hours and we are both absolutely exhausted, sitting on a very comfortable couch trying to keep our eyes open here.
I'm sure they don't appreciate us eating our 7-Eleven snacks and coffee, almost falling asleep on their couch near the front door, but you know, it is what it is. We don't want to walk anywhere. I'm just looking forward to a shower and a power nap before we continue with the rest of our day.
Like I said, we do have plans for later today, but you're going to have to wait for the next video to catch that. So, anyways, we're going to keep chilling out here, enjoy our coffee, and
yeah, we just wanted to, show this side of travel. Because it's not all glamorous all the time.
Definitely not
Which,
glamorous.
like, with our channel, it probably doesn't look glamorous.
The moment Robin and I have been waiting for.
Is it comfy?
It's like not as bad as some of the ones we've had in the last few days. It's certainly not the comfiest bed we've been on, but it's definitely gonna do well. Oh, it feels good to be standing in front of the AC in a room in Bangkok right now.
Yeah, technically, I would say our travel day started at 5:30 a.m. yesterday because that's when we got up to start getting ready to then leave shortly after 6 or something like that. And it is currently noon. So
The next day.
The next day. So over 24 hours. I think that's our longest travel day yet.
I think so.
Yeah, there was no direct. If you're wondering why we didn't just go from Chiang Mai directly to Bangkok, it's because it's not really a thing.
That's not an option.
I think you either take a bus, like we did, to Chiang Mai, and then you can either take a bus or a train.
With all that being said, it's very nice to be in Bangkok. We have a very exciting, very busy week planned ahead, starting with a very fun afternoon today. So
yeah, so we need to desperately take a nap and a shower and try to revitalize ourselves a little bit so that we have the energy to go out and do our activity this afternoon.
yes, so we hope you enjoyed our travel day, and we will see you in the next video.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's redo.
Okay.
Bring the energy to Bangkok. Her floor is coming up.
My foot is so sticky. My foot's so sticky, it pulled the blocks out.
Graham! Graham!
That's for sure.
Wow, yeah, you're just a talkative talker right now, hey?
Just a talkative talker.
I'm so tired. Bye-bye. Oh, you hit me in the face.
Did I?
Yeah. Oh, you can't even tell on the camera how red it is.
This sky is on fire. Yeah.